Hey guys, so welcome back. So I just want to give a quick word of encouragement for somebody who is going through a season of pruning, a season where God is removing people or he's requesting and telling you to remove people out of your life. And I just want to tell you from personal experience and being in that season, please listen to the Lord. Please do what he's saying. And if he's the one that's removing people, do not be mad. Don't be mad at God. Know that God sees things that you don't see. He hears conversations that you're not there for. He knows the intention and he knows people's hearts. So when God is telling you to cut somebody off or to stop talking to somebody, especially if it's a romantic relationship or a potential romantic partner, please listen to him because he knows what he's doing. I have been in that situation where the Lord has told me to stop talking to someone, don't listen, and then I get my heart broken. I've been there. And it's something that we just have to let it go. Letting it go. Let that person go. God has better for you. You might not think it right now because you may think like, oh, this person is the best person I've ever met. All these things. Just trust God. Even if it's a friendship, trust God. Know that he knows that person's heart. He knows their intention. He knows everything about the person that he's telling you to stop talking to. And I know it's hard. You're going to grieve it. Okay, he knows that it may cause you pain, it may cause you heartbreak, but you grieve it with him, you let it go with him, and he will replace it with something far better than you can even imagine. Okay, this is something that I struggled with personally when I first came to Christ. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people that I thought were friends. I lost people in my life that I never thought I was going to lose, where God told me very clearly to stop talking to specific people, right? God's not going to tell you to just isolate and be all by yourself. Sometimes it does happen, but God will let you know when it's a specific person that he needs you to cut off because he knows that person's intentions. Remembering that rejection is God's protection. It's true. And knowing that when God says no, okay, there's a yes somewhere else around, but the no is to protect you. And if you keep going against what God is saying, heartbreak does incur, okay? Heartbreak will incur, betrayal incurs. He tries to protect us from those things. He doesn't want you to be sitting with people or being in relationships with people that he's never called you to, or he no longer wants you to be with. And especially when you come to God, you're going to go through this season where God will start to remove people, and that's okay. Because he'll replace it with godly friends. He'll replace it with a godly relationship. He replaces it with the desires of his heart for you, which is better than you can even imagine. So even though this guy may be great on paper, you may have a huge connection with him, a lot of chemistry, all these things. He might even be a Christian. But if God is saying no, please listen to him. Okay? And trusting that God's no is protection. And I keep repeating that because he doesn't want you to go through unnecessary heartbreak, okay? He doesn't want you to go through unnecessary betrayal, unnecessary delays because you're with the wrong person, right? He wants you to continue to trust in his plan, in his timing for your life, and knowing that what he's doing for you right now is not in vain. The waiting that you're going through is not in vain, right? The pruning of the relationships in your life is not in vain. Okay, and I want you to believe that because I know that there is somebody who's going to watch this that is really struggling to believe that. And you don't want to let this person go. But I'm telling you, when you do, yes, you will grieve. Yes, you will be heartbroken for a while. It may take some time, especially if you've known this person for a very long time. But know that God knows better. You don't always have to know why. That's something I struggled with. I used to ask God, why? Why are you making me do this? Why are you making me go through this? But we don't need to know why. We just need to trust. We don't need to know everything that God is doing all the time. Sometimes he just wants us to trust. Because if we knew everything that God was doing every second of the day, how do you develop trust? How do you develop a trusting relationship with God? How do you learn about his faithfulness if you don't go through it? If you don't go through what you're going through right now? So knowing that when he's saying this and when he's directing you, it is for your good. I want to read Romans 8:28. It says, "And we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God, To those who are called according to his purpose. Yes, there is a purpose that God is telling you to not talk to this person anymore, to cut this person out of your life, or when he removes them. Sometimes God will just remove them. He makes that person stop talking to you or have a disinterest in you. But like scripture says, all of that works together for your good, okay? For those who love God. And when you're called according to his purposes, yes, there is a purpose in this. There is a purpose in this pain. There's a purpose in this suffering temporarily as you're releasing this relationship, but let it go. Let God redirect your life. Let God replace whatever it is that you are wanting with his own desires and what he has for you in store. The other thing I want to say is don't go back. Don't go back to that person. Once you cut them off or when God removes them, don't go back. Don't go start reaching out for that person, being like, God, I want to talk to this person. Why? All this stuff, and start redeveloping this relationship and going back to what God's trying to deliver you from. Don't go back. If you want to know it's from God, you pray. You say, Lord, is this person meant to be in my life? Remove every person that's not meant to be in my life. And confirm to me who is. Show me who is. Show me who's not. Ask God, is this person meant to be in my life? If they are, let it work out. And if it doesn't work out, then don't let it work out. He'll answer that so quick because he wants best for you. He doesn't want you to have second best. He doesn't want you to have the worst of the worst. He wants you to have his best. So wait on God, trust him, let them go, and don't go back. Okay? I hope that this helps, and I will talk to you guys again soon.